Hi everybody, so this video is going to be a review on Avengers Infinity War. I mentioned in a previous video that I did prepare for this movie by watching all the Marvel movies from Iron Man 1 all the way to Thor Ragnarok. It took about a week just because of things that were going on. Anyways, so I was saying, this is a review. I kind of want to start off with talking about acting and makeup and things like that really quickly, because that's going to be some very quick thoughts. I thought the acting, as always in these movies, was pretty spectacular. Let's see, who are my favorites? I had to go with probably Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. I thought he was really great in this movie. Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and I'm gonna go with Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange as some of my favorites. Although they're also really good. I wish though there was more with Sebastian Stan as Bucky. I think he had like 3 lines I want to say in the movie, so that was disappointing. Some characters didn't have as much, but I felt like, and this is gonna kind of tie into with the directors. The directors did, I think, such a good job trying to balance all these characters, and really, I mean, it really shows. Yes, not all characters had a lot of scenes. I think who had the most, I want to say probably the Guardians and Iron Man and Thor, you know, those characters that were off in that direction. Because even Cap didn't have that much scenes. I have a feeling that in the next installment there's going to be more, but I think the directors did such a good job doing what they could with the characters in a way that was perfectly balanced. I felt like, yes, there could have been more, but I also feel like what we were given with was really good as well. And I really love the Russo brothers. I think they're one of the best directors for Marvel, along with Jon Favreau, who started it all, Taika Waititi, who of course did Thor Ragnarok, James Gunn with the Guardians movies, and I will give a shout out to Kenneth Branagh as well, because he's a really good director. I feel like they could have done more with him and Marvel in a way, and those are some of my favorites for the Joss Whedon. I think I have some issues with Joss now as a film director, because I do really love Buffy and all that, but that's something different. TV's a little different than movies. But I think the Russo brothers are the best directors for Marvel. That's just my opinion. I thought they did a really good job, and I thought the acting was great. I love the visual effects. The Hulk always looks good, and Thanos actually looks really cool as well. Rocket and Groot, of course, are really cool. I kind of want to give a shout out to I think they're called the Dark Order. Thanos' other children besides Gamora and Nebula. I love the design of them. They look so cool. They're kind of creepy looking. They kind of look like a demonic version of how the Horsemen of the Apocalypse are depicted. I think there was 4 of them, right? I might have lost count. It might have been 5, actually. I think the creepiest one out of them is that one guy that took Doctor Strange onto his ship. He did that in the trailer. Like that guy. Thought he was the creepiest. I forgot to mention, spoilers going forward. None of those were really spoilery. But none of that. What I just said, nothing was spoilery. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention going forward spoilers. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the plot. I'm actually really surprised that they had Thanos pretty much get all the Infinity Stones in this movie, other than I want to say the Power Stone, because he had gotten that before the events of this movie. I'm really shocked that they did it that way, because at the end of Age of Ultron, in the credit scene, Thanos was like, fine, I'm gonna do it myself. So I was under the assumption that, other than the two that were on Earth, he would have already had those stones already, like the power and soul and reality. Because I feel like soul, no wait, um, time and mind would have been the last two he would have gotten instead of getting all of them. But I I thought that was interesting. I mean, I guess they wanted to let fans see it maybe instead of having that happen off screen, which I mean I was cool with it. So, but I thought that was interesting that they had him get all 6 stones in this movie. The Soul Stone I thought was the most interesting out of them all, how he got it, because it also leads to, here's the spoiler, the death of one of my favorite characters, Gamora. Also, this movie really kind of delved into their relationship a little bit. I felt like he was using her more, and that's kind of what was shocking to realize, that Thanos actually did love Gamora. But again, he's also willing to sacrifice her in order to have the power to pretty much eradicate populations around the galaxy. I mean, the universe. Sorry, I keep wanting to say galaxy. Universe. That scene was also very sad because, again, you saw the willingness she was ready to go with to keep the secret, and also, you know, the fact that you kind of realize he did care about her and didn't love her, and I just felt like that really came together very beautifully in that scene. Also, just very sad and tragic. But I thought that was really interesting, was how to get the Soul Stone he had to sacrifice someone he loved the most. And you know, you're thinking, oh, he can't get it then, but it turns out he loved Gamora the most. I thought that was really interesting to see for a villain. I was very shocked, particularly in the Marvel universe.